Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Ion Ancient. We're here for the season finale in Abu Dhabi. We have gotten here after qualifying. I did sleep in. It's Father's Day, so if you're in America, happy Father's Day. But currently, we're here lining up for the grid. Let me get to the qualifying positions. On pole was Illyrius Nova, or better known as Rap God in the Discord. Rap God is on pole position with a 106.5. All right then, I didn't see that. Dom is P2 with his teammate Mr. Macho Globe in P3. P4 is Knee with P5 Capstar, P6 Ariante, P7 Train Pig, P8 Quinton, P9 Hiaz, P10 we have Retiak, P11 we have Leon in the Ferrari, P12 Fallen, or is that Falcon? I believe it's Falcon. Let me just make sure I'm not stupid. Yeah, Falcon. P13 is Spectre and the other Ferrari. P14 Mr. Cowpox. P15 Sharktastic. P16 Pyluka. P17 is this Syndicate or is Synthetic? I forgot. But the lower drivers are just you kind of forget some of them. Sync. That's what it was. P18 JZ, P19 La Copiad, and then P20. Oh, sorry, P10 was not Ratiak. That's Real Miggy. That's Miggy P10, and then P20 is Ratiak with no time. Anyways, everyone here is getting lined up and ready for the season finale here. No Dakar. He's already won the championship. He can just relax. But to go over here, that's loud. Let me get that fixed up real quick. That should be fine. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. So we have 20 drivers here qualified for the season finale, and we will start the race in about 2.5 minutes. We're not doing 10,000 laps. That's a 10,000 laps would be insane around this track. No, it's going to be most likely around 36 laps. Yeah, there it is on top, 36 laps. I'm blind. Let's see, there's our pole sitter Nova just getting ready to get onto the grid to finally take his. This is his first ever pole position. I remember early on in the season, he would get a bunch of fastest laps during the race, so he definitely has pace. I'm just shocked that he's on pole. Minute and a half until we finally get this race underway. But I'm sure Nova will definitely take this opportunity for possibly his best finish of the season. I don't think he's had a good finish at all this season. Let me check the standings, because Nova hasn't really been near the top at all. Does he even show up on the standings? Yeah, the man does not show up on the standings. As far as I can tell, he doesn't show up there. Well, that's concerning. Oh, at least he doesn't show up on the screenshot for the standings. Let me see if he's lower down. Yeah, he's last. He's last in the standings with negative 10 points after his attempts to race in the second round of the season at South Korea, where he got a 10-point deduction for that. He's tied for last technically. Dino Only Jacob also has a negative 10-point count. But Nova is on pole position and looking to get his first points of the season, or at least his first positive points of the season. Everyone's jumping out of the car, getting ready for this race that will start in just under a minute. Again, Nova is on pole in the Merc Mercedes. I don't know how he's managed his way into that car, but he's on pole position now, so that's amazing. And just behind are the two Audi, not Audi, Honda teammates. So, watch the lights is on screen. For the race directors, we have 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And it's go, go, go for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, the season finale. It's a good start there from Nova. It's a bad start from Dom, from P2 down to P3, immediately behind his teammate. And that's Mr. Mashkalo off wide a bit. He's lost 2 positions now, 3 positions. He's behind Capstar, maybe even 4 if he goes behind Ariante. Keeping it clean here into the next corner. I think Nova still holding on to the lead. Has a pretty decent gap with Dom up into P2, Knee up in P3. Make a move for P2. He's now up into P2. And maybe that's Capstar following suit ahead of Dom. For now, he's just going to have to slip behind Dom and see if he can overtake later on in the lap. But Knee is up into P2. Dom to the outside in P3. Mr. Machaloba is also making his way up. He's back up into P4. Still waiting for the lag to subside. This side-by-side 3 wide now for P2. Leon is up here. Where did he come from? He is now side-by-side for P2. He is up into P2. He's gone wide. Oh no. What? Okay, you know, if that's the line, that's the line. Leon is up into P3 behind Dom. Knees fighting back for the last podium position there. As lap 1 done, Nova holds on to the lead. Dom P2, Leon up into P3 on the soft compound. He's the only one on the soft compound. So he should be making an amazing start here. Mr. Machaglobe P5, Capstar P6. I'm finding it interesting that like there's 4 people on the mediums and 3 of them are at the back. Spectre's also up there in 10th, but he should be making better positions. But Leon's had an amazing start here from P11, I believe P11. Yeah, P11 all the way up to P3. Granted, he's on softs, but still an amazing job from him. But Nova holds on to a very, very tight lead. Knee also trying to fight for P4 with Mr. Machaglobe. Mr. Machaglobe still trying to make up for his lost time at the start. He's lost 2 positions from where he started this race. He's trying to make it back up on Knee, side by side with him. I can just see that Leon going super wide on entry. And it's just working for them, so who knows. I'm surprised no one else is doing it. It's only them. But back onto the main straight. Nova still in the lead. A 1-second gap at the front. DRS still enabled for the people behind, so Dom should be able to get DRS if he's within the second at the detection zone. Leon holding on to P3, that is. Sorry. He's just behind Dom now, just at 10th. He's actually now side by side with him for P2. Down the inside, Leon trying to see if he can take P2 away from Dom, but it's just not going to happen right now. He needs to make the best of those tires, or else this will all fall away from him at the end of this race. He's actually fallen back a bit now, allowing Knee to possibly catch up to him. They're actually all falling off to Nova. Nova has a 1.5-second gap. This is they're all out of the DRS from Nova, and this is allowing Nova to pull away. He has a purple sector too. Sorry, Dom has a purple sector too. So he hasn't really pulled away that much. But he's still... Leon... Okay. Surprised that isn't being stopped right now. Knee, Mr. Machalobe down back here of Capstar defending his position from Ariante, his teammate, for today's race. And Hiyal is there. This is the fight for P6. Possibly not P7 as Capstar has made a slight gap. Down here of Jay-Z in the Midnight Star with Spectre just behind in P10 on the mediums. He should be able to make his way around him sooner than later. Quinton's down here in P11. There's just a few more fights. We have Miggy there in P12. Mr. Cowbox P13. Back to the front, Dom and Leon are going side by side for P2. Dom loses out to Leon here. They're still side by side though. Dom looking to the inside, just has to hold back. He's dived it. It's just not enough. Leon takes P2 on the softer compounds. And surely now, this is Leon's time to try and go for Nova. But he didn't have a good run there. Dom's still side by side for P2. The classic line there, going super wide on entry. I mean, it's working. He's over the sausage curbs, and he's still okay. He's still in P2. Knee there, also coming up to the podium positions. Dom has made a huge dive there in the last corner, possibly taking P2 back from Leon there at the line. Leon has to hold down in P3 with Knee just behind both of them. But this is allowing Nova to take a massive lead in this race. He's a 3.2 second lead. I mean, I guess his car, the Aston Martin was just holding him back. He's having an amazing time in the Audi Merc car. Knee there, going very wide over the sausage curbs, and that makes him lose 2 positions and possibly a third to Mr. Macho Globe. He's hit the curbs again. He needs to mentally reset himself. He's just lost 3 positions essentially from this entire race. He's made the dive on Mr. Macho Globe. It's gone wide though, and it's just gonna have to keep behind Mr. Macho Globe. Capstar is actually right behind him now. Dom and Leon still going at it for P2. Leon's up into P2 now with a decent gap behind. Just him doing the classic line. Okay. Mr. Macho Globe there up into P4 after a mistake by Knee. Knee down in P5. Capstar at P6. Aaron to P7. Spectre's made his way up to P8 past Diaz with a purple sector too. So he's making his way up the field now. And it's just behind Ariante there for P7. This is looking very good for Spectre. We haven't seen much of him since his battle from a while ago, which was P3 at Greece. Or sorry, P2 at Greece. He was looking very good at Greece, but we haven't seen much of him since that race. But he's looking decent here. He's P8 currently. Meanwhile, Leon and Dom still going at it for P2. Dom's has actually caught up a little bit to Leon here on the opening part of this lap, but Nova is gone. He has a 4-second gap at the front. This is some Dakar level stuff we're seeing from a man we just saw at the back of the grid. The man has negative 10 points in the standings, and he is leading the race. How is this possible? Leon almost hitting the curbs there, but he's still good to go. Up in P2. Knee and Capstar side by side for P4. Knee just ahead for now, but Capstar really trying to make this move happen. Possibly this lap, maybe even the next lap. Leon and Dom now going side by side for P2, just ahead here, but Leon still holding on ahead of Dom. The soft tires, I don't think they should be dying out this quickly. I feel like they should last about 10 laps, surely. But I say it's not looking good for Leon now. He's being attacked by Dom for P2. Sorry, I was just looking over to see the second commentators for today. Leon again with his great line. He's built up a sizable gap to Dom. Dom seems to have made a mistake, and now Knee just behind him, possibly taking P3 away from him soon enough. But yeah, Nova's. You just saw a glimpse of him, but he's teleporting everywhere, and he's absolutely flying. 5-second gap now at the front. Further down the grid, there's still a battle here for P5. Spectre's made his way up to P5, which is very, very good for him. He's now being attacked by Capstar here for P5 with Mr. Macho Globe just behind them. He's made a slight mistake. I think he's down below. But Capstar moving past Spectre quite easily. And that's Capstar up into P5. So the harder compounds still looking like a very, very good race tire here. But Spectre surely should be able to use the softer compound to his advantage. Dom is actually being attacked again by Nia here for P3 side by side into this left-hander where Leon decides to do his funny line. Dom still holding out to P3 for his life, but Knee attacking at every single corner here. He's gone a bit wide, and that's allowed Dom to hold on for P2 just a little bit longer. Spectre is now up into P5. Hello. Still, he's made the gap. That's what I'm talking about. Sorry. He's made the gap to Capstar, and now he might be able to make a move on Knee and Dom if he can catch up to them. But the gap behind is actually falling off a little bit. Capstar has made the gap up there in the first sector. YB, you're muted.
I am aware of that. I'm a bit late. Oh wait, what did I miss?
The first 9 laps in qualifying. I missed qualifying as well because I overslept.
Yeah, I had to be on a phone call, unfortunately.
Anyways, Spectre's made his way. Oh, that's a sausage curb. He's kept it clean though. That's Leon almost spinning out there from P2. That's him all the way down the field. Now just side by side with Capstar there in the final lap, final corner. That's him down to P7, P8 possibly. So Dom holds on to P2 with Knee in P3. Spectre up to P4. Mr. Match Club in P5 with Capstar, I believe, P6. Dom is actually put in a purple sector 1, so Dom's now with clean air should be trying to fight, or at least try to catch the lead. But Nova has a 5.5 second gap at the front.
That's an interesting line.
From who? Knee?
From Dom, just not sticking to the road, just going on the side. Is that a bump or something?
Oh, you should see Leon's line here on this next corner.
Jeez.
Unless Dom decides to copy it, but Dom is actually looking really good. Here's Leon's line going super wide and just cutting in after the sausage curb. And he's gone wide.
Yeah.
Oh, he's almost at the curb there, but he's fine to go. He's still good to go.
This is questionable track limits anyways.
It is what it is. Dom's put in
are the stewards even watching this?
I mean, I was asking the same question. Dom's put in the fastest lap. He has now gained a second on Nova, so the lead not looking too strong now since Dom is absolutely flying. He's pulled away from Knee, and I think Dom should be able to get up to the lead if he continues like this.
Yeah, but at this position, when I look at the constructors, Brandplan's taking all the riches.
I feel like the constructors are just dead.
Yeah. Pretty much.
The two Ferraris
done and
now
dusted.
side by side here. Leon just behind a Spectre. Spectre's lost a few positions. Haven't seen why, but Leon now trying to attack his teammate. Maybe his funny line will allow him to overtake.
We will go into the double left-hander from here, I believe. Well, yep, he does it.
Around the outside, he has taken the position away from Spectre. It's still kind of side by side. Into the final corner.
And Leon's ahead.
Oh,
slightly, and Scepter probably taken it back.
Yes, Spectre's got a good last corner there. He's allowed it to overtake Leon. But they're still side by side here for P6, the two teammates.
Oh, okay. Piluka has apparently jumped into the pits.
Well,
that seemed a bit too early, especially on hards.
He's on mediums now, so could be looking for a two-stop. Just trying to experiment, I guess. Last race of the season.
Yeah, it's the last race, so no one cares about the strategy, I believe.
Dom hasn't really caught up to Nova. He's lost about 3/10, I believe, that sector. He's being attacked by Knee. Knee trying
Nim
to slow.
momentarily was at P2.
Dom holds on to P2 just for now at the line. Knee just having to hold back for a little bit. Mr. Macho up there in P4 with Capstar P5. Mickey's made his way up to P7, past Leon. Earlier this race, he was down to P12, so it's a good job from him. He's now back up into the points and fighting the Ferraris.
I mean, he's just on the rear of Scepter. He has his slipstream and DRS for him potentially. So he could potentially overtake. Oh, he hits the sausage curb. Barely survives that.
Well, he's doing well for now. He's still holding on to P7. Making the dive on Spectre. Super late. He's
It's
gone
too
super wide.
much.
And that's not good for him. But not good for Leon either.
Oh, wait, what happened to Leon?
I think Leon probably made the same mistake. He's lost position to
Leon
both
just now he's
JC.
behind Arrogant A, which is not a good luck for him.
Well, he's going to be the overtake here.
Yep, he's gonna do the typical, let's say we should give him these Zan Leon line now.
Well, he did make the overtake. So that line isn't... Oh, he's in the pits.
He's into the bits. You think he might go on to the... Yep, he almost spun. I mean, he might go on to hards. No, he just goes on the mediums.
All right, so the two-stop in effect for the Ferraris.
Yep. Meanwhile, Ne and Dom are still fighting very well.
Yeah, but they're losing time to Nova now. They've lost a second in total these last few laps. So
What? Hold up. Why do we have Ratiak slowing down? Is he good?
no, he's just there.
He's certainly not out of fuel, but he's just going way too slow.
Nee has made his way up into P2 now on the straight. It's a pretty good gap there for P2. So Nee now might try to catch up to Nova, but at this rate, I don't know if they'll be able to.
Oh yeah,
They're just fighting
Mr. Magic Globe is just behind Dami also. So it's going to be a very, very tight battle eventually for P2.
Dom making the overtake in turn 1 on Nee, so he's Dom back up into P2 for now. But it's still side by side here through the
And we
first
have
sector.
Mickey and Capstar who's battling each other also. For P6.
Yeah, you can see the background on the screen. Spectre's also, I believe, in that battle. But Dom over the sausage curbs, and that's allowed Nee to take P2 away from him. Again, Dom having a much better corner there. Yeah, a bit of a lapped car in the way.
And
but
Dom is ahead.
yeah, Dom is ahead for now. This battle will definitely just go out the entire race. Mr. Magical has joined in the battle now. Very, very close behind Nee.
Let's see if anyone decides to take the funny line.
Nah, they
Nope.
don't. They don't. These drivers don't.
They're not. They're just going to keep it clean. Oh, Mr. Magical just...
That's a curb, Dom.
Dommy on the sausage curb.
That's a curb, Dom. That's 2 positions as well, Dom. Oh, 1, really. He's still ahead of his teammate for now, but Nee back up into P2. And a 7.3 second gap at the front.
I want to have Dom still coming back on him.
These 3 drivers continue battling, and that's allowing Nova.
Just a bit too wide.
Oversteer for Nee, and that's allowed Dom back up into P2. This is not helping any of them if they want to win this race. Nova is in the lead with a 7-second lead.
Which is, I don't want to say much about, I don't want to point fingers or anything.
I blame the Aston Martin. It was holding him back.
That could be that.
Oh, a bit of oversteer from Nee. That's allowed Master Globe to take P3 away from him.
Oh, but then we have Mickey also.
Well, Miggy's up into P3 instead. Yeah,
I think he's got too much of the slipstream, and he's just behind Dom.
This is an amazing.
Oh no, Mickey!
That's a sausage curb. Well, I was gonna say it's in.
You don't want to do that.
I was gonna say this amazing middle stint of the race, but yeah, great. Yeah, terrible start, terrible qualifying, but he's back up in the fight for P2. This is looking very good. 3 wide here for P2. Miggy just has to hold back. That's
a P3. No one's ahead.
It's a fight for P2.
I mean, there's a clear gap between Nice.
On my screen, they're pretty close to each
seemingly just ahead of the pack now.
Capstars also decided to join in on the battle. Mr. Machaglobe here.
And Scepter has dropped down.
Mr. Machaglobe is the Honda. I didn't notice Dom pulled away. I just saw Honda. I assumed that was Dom.
Yeah, he did. So it's just a battle for P3 right now. So Nick needs to try to catch up to Dom. But if Miggy coming back. Sorry, does the Audi actually have the top speed for this track is baffling.
I mean, whatever it is, it seems to be the fastest car today.
Yeah, it's very fast on the straights.
The lead at the top has fallen by 2 seconds. It is now 5.4 seconds for Dom. And, I mean, Dom still needs to continue trying to catch every lap. But it's going to be a tough task. He's now gained 0.6 in the one sector. Miggy and Nee side by side for P3. Nee around the outside. Still, he is now in P3 with Miggy just behind. Capstar as well.
But wait, we just have to see the other back stretch if we can hold it on. We know that the Audi has insane top speed, so I won't count Mickey out. Nate desperately trying to weave just to break the slipstream for Mickey.
Around the last corner, oh, that's a huge dive by Miggy. It's just not worked at all. Almost into the wall.
You don't want. They're catching back up to Dom. It's wait,
Nova's in the
hold
pits.
up. Nova's in the pits, and he's gone on the hards. Apparently.
Yep. So 1 stop from him. He'll be going to the end now. He is down in P8. It seems. Yeah. JC also following suit in the pit lane. Oh, that's a car spun out in pit lane. That's Sync. Or Sync's Rax, yeah.
He jumped out of the car.
Well, it happens. Falcon also into the pit lane.
Oh, okay. That's not a good look for both the upright cars.
So, Dom holds on to the lead for now, but of course, pit stops are coming soon for these top drivers, all in the hard compound. Spectre's done well in the mediums. He's lasted a very long time on them. The battle for P2 still resumes. Miggy just ahead for now, but a bit of a oversteer moment on the curbs has allowed Nee and possibly, yeah, Mr. Machaglobe also has passed Miggy. None of them have pitted.
Oh, Miggy!
All Spectre's in the pit.
Let's see what he goes on. If he goes on the hards, he's pretty much one and done.
I've seen, okay, Nee has just had oversteer on the exit of turn 1. These tires are dying. Nee has more oversteer. These tires are gone. He's being attacked by Mr. Machaglobe for P2. Spectre comes out on the medium compound again, so it's still 1 stop for him.
It's going to be a 2-stopper or 1-stopper?
It's halfway through the race.
Oh, fair enough. Ooh, Capstar just almost had a moment.
Nee also
coming onto the curbs.
Nee also had a moment. Nee has lost the position to Mr. Machaglobe. Super deep, super wide into the left-hander.
Super deep, and he's... that's going to allow Ariente to have to run on him.
You mean Capstar?
Ariente is just behind. Also, he also made a move.
Capstar up into. Oh, that's a curb. He's
That's
back down.
curb.
He's back down to P4, possibly P5 behind his teammate Ariante. Around the outside into the last corner, takes a
We got
position.
Magic Globe and Mickey into the pits.
That's a bunch of cars in the pit lane.
It's both the Hondas. It's Dom, Magic Globe, and Mickey.
Onto
What do they come out
the
in?
mediums. Because surely at this rate they go onto the mediums. If Spectre has lasted this long on medium tires, and if they can make it,
Both the Hondas have a good pit stop, but Mickey doesn't.
they're all on the hard compound and coming out the pit lane. They are also behind Nova by a long, by a mile. Nova back up into P4. It's a fight for P1. Knee in the lead. Capstar P2. Ariante P3. Capstar looking to see if he can make a move on Knee. He's gotten a decent run out of that corner compared to Knee. Knee has not had a good run at all. And that's Capstar up into the lead of this race. For now, Ariante also following suit past Knee.
I mean, he has the clean air, but he just needs to stick it there, and he might have.
Capstar's gone wide. That's allowed Ariante to take the lead for now. But into the pit lane goes
Oh no, both
both
the
teammates.
Brand Planet in the pits. Both of them.
Knee is holding
Probably
up
going into the hearts now.
Knee is holding up for a really long time. I don't know what the strategy is for him, but you know what? Good luck.
I think he's probably gonna go long enough until he can go on the mediums.
Or screw it, softs. Why not? He also is on softs. Ariante onto the medium compound. Capstar also on the medium compound. They're going to the end of these tires.
Nate trying to probably perform the overcut, but I don't know on how much it will be worth on the long run.
A bunch of different strategies in play here. Dom
And yeah, we see Noah just behind him, so he might get the lead anyways. Sorry.
we have the Hondas on the hards. We have the Ferraris on the mediums. We have Accelerate Hias on the softs. The brand plans are on the mediums, and we have the Audi Mercs on the hard compounds. A bunch of different strategy calls here for the teams. No, oh my days, Nova.
Nova just went on the.
Yeah, Nova, massive mistake there. Knees in the pit lane. He's half spun in the pit lane.
But Noah's taking the lead. Oh, you spun! Noah spun!
Off of turn one, that is not good for his tires
That's
at all.
not good for him.
He still has a decent gap to P2, an amazing gap, but that's not gonna help. Knees on the softs. He's going to the end of the softs. Let's do this. So
Let's
Knee
see how it goes.
down in
Just ahead of Ice Sarcastic,
yeah
which is not a good look right now.
Knee down in
Funny.
P10.
Ooh.
Yeah, just ahead of his teammate Jay-Z in P11. So he has a lot of ground to catch up if he wants to get back up to the podium positions. Any battles here? We have P6, Hias, and Ariante side by side for P6. Ariante has made the move before we can get to the end of the straight. And that's Ariante up into P6. That's a battle though between the Hondas and the Ferraris. And it's really 1-2-1-2 between the four cars here. Dom in P2, Spectre P3. Leon making the move for P4. Goes too wide though.
That's Glove takes back.
Yeah, glow back up into P4. Ariante is now joined in the battle here for the last few podium positions, possibly if he can catch up to these top two in the train. Dom and Spectre were side by side for a moment, but Dom's still ahead for now. We have Ariante making the pass on Leon up into P5. And now it's just behind Mr. Magic Globe.
Magic Globe on the main straight.
That's Ariante getting a great run out of that corner. He's already made the move on Mr. Magic Globe, and now he has one Mr. Spectre there in P3 to catch and possibly overtake. He's already overtaken him. He's already overtaken Dom as well.
He's
Okay.
overtaking both.
Okay.
Okay, no,
That okay. Yeah.
that was
Spectre
quick.
Spectre and Dom side by side along with Mr. Matcha Globe. All of them are battling each other as Ariante has made it about 4 overtakes in one lap. Dom up into P3. Sorry, not Dom. Mr. Matcha Globe up into P3. Spectre P4. Dom in P5 and Leon P6. With Hiaz just behind all of them. That's Leon in the pit lane for his second pit stop of the day.
Should be his last.
Yeah, you think so? I mean, everyone else is on the one stop.
Well,
I'm just not sure about this
I feel
strategy.
like two stopper is not the way to go.
Either way, he's going to be putting in some fast laps. He is going onto the soft compound for the last 12 laps of this race. The two Hondas side by side for the last podium position. Dom just ahead for now, but Mr. Match Globe and Spectre also just behind them, with Hiaz trailing behind and Capstar in the background. Spectre's trying to make the move on Mr. Match Globe, and it's worked out. He is now up into P4 and now has Dom to catch for P3.
Dom has a purple sector too.
Yeah, he's been looking very fast this race, but he's just not been able
Oh,
to.
they just almost had a moment. Coming out of the corner.
Still holding on to P2 though. That's
Oh, Scepter almost had a moment.
He's allowed Mr. Matchaglobe to possibly overtake him here into turn 1. There it is for P4.
You have 10 more laps to go.
11.
Oh, yeah, technical 11.
Spectre a little, just tapping the sausage curbs, not really helping him at all. Currently pretty single file here. I mean, Hiaz is actually being overtaken by Capstar here for P6.
Meanwhile, it's happened.
Yeah, the battle has brewed a lot for P3. They're all side by side for P3. Both Hondas just ahead of Spectre for now. Dom holding on to P3, Mr. Machula P4. Spectre, though, trying to make the overtake on the second Honda, and he's made it work. He's gone too wide, though, and just hasn't made the move work.
Hiaz in the pits?
Hiaz into the pit lane. All right, then. 2-stop for Hiaz as well. I mean, to be fair, he's on the softs. He was never going to make it.
Yeah. And he does goes on a set of softs.
He comes out pretty far down. He's actually out with Leon there, fighting for P10. That's a curb, Leon. That's a curb. Let's go back up to the train, really, for P2. Dom is now being overtaken by his teammate, Mr. Machaglobe, on the straight. And Spectre might as well make the move on Dom if he can get here.
Also. Might not want to cut him out.
Well, Capster's now trying to make the overtake on Spectre. Into the last corner. And that's Capstar up into P5 momentarily. Ariante is actually being caught up by both Hondas. Dom trying to make the overtake work on Ariante.
Matchaglobe just went a bit too wide.
Still single file here. Not too many overtakes being done here, not too many side-by-side moves. But they're all very, very close to each other. As I say, that Spectre's made the overtake back on Capstar. Oh, that's a curb, Spectre.
You don't want to touch that.
Yeah, that's not something you want to touch. Ariante being attacked there by Dom, but he's just got a great run out of it. And now Capstar, with the straight line speed, making the move on Mr. Machglobe and also on Dom. He's up into P3.
Just to give a note, at this position, Brand Planet are constructed champions.
Spectre's also made his way up to P3. I mean, the battle for P3 at the very least. Uh,
Still there, which
yeah.
is
That
impressive. Magic Globe.
globe, my guy, come on. So Brand Planet are 2-3 with Dom just behind Spectre and P5. Mr. Macho Globe trailing all of them. They're still side by side for P2, P3, and P4 really.
Yeah.
Dom trying to make the moves stick on the Brand Planet cars. He's gotten one. I think he's just lost it as well.
Yeah, it's probably the brand planets probably have a very superior car compared to both the Hondas in terms of their upgrades. Oh,
Well, Dom's up into P2 now. Capstar P3, Ariante P4.
but Capster might take it back. Remember, he has the speed and the tire advantage.
Yeah, great exit. That's him up into P2, breaking the slipstream now.
Yep. And Ariete might just. Never mind. Dom almost seems like he might take back Capstar's position, and he does for a little bit.
Still side by side for P2. Going into the last few corners, Capstar barely ahead. Capstar does not have a good run through the last corner, and that's allowed Dom to take P2. Spectre also on the back of Ariante, along with Mr. Macho Globe.
Magic Globe's just dropping his pace a little bit, which is a bit uncharacteristic in my opinion.
Well, he's been at the back of the most of these trains, to be honest. He's trying to maybe overtake
Yeah.
work on Ariante right now, and seems like he has. He's overtaken him for now, but going on to the that's a curb.
No, Magic Globe just went on the curbs along with Scepter.
Yeah, Spectre Globe. It's again onto the curbs. That's allowed Ariante to take P4 back from him. Dom Purple Sector 1, hello.
Let's keep an eye on that
Capstar holding out to
while
P3.
we keep an eye on the battle.
Yeah, Ariante trying to. He's defending from Mr. Macho Globe, but there's nothing he can do. Globe has the DRS and the slipstream. That's allowed him to take P4 back.
Dom said Purple Sector 2. Hello?
Well, the Ariante going well over the sausage curbs. He has gone flying, and that's him down to 2 positions. Dom across the
And
line.
Nim might capitalize potentially later on. He's just behind him. Feels like a couple of car lengths, but he's just there. Dom just missing out on Sector 3.
Really
But it brought the gap between him and P1 down. It's like 4.2 seconds.
Yeah, but the outright pace of that Audi Merc is just too much, I think. But that's a car often somewhere in the distance. Who in the world was that?
Don't know it was a purple car.
I'm trying to look for it right now. I don't really see it.
Yeah, it's probably. Oh. Apparently, Pyluka disconnected. It's probably him.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe. Oh, the gap's so down. It's 2 seconds now.
I think this is
Between P1 and P2.
yeah. Nova has lost a lot of time. 5 laps to go once they cross the line.
Remember, he had like a 7-second lead.
And now Nova is back on our screen, 2 seconds ahead of Dom.
Oh, just had a moment coming out of probably turn 3. Nova really trying to push the car.
Nee also has made his way up into P6. He's passed Spectre.
The gap's down to 1.5.
Nova's had an amazing race so far, and this might all just slip away right at the end.
I mean, we could say that at this position, he might not finish like almost dead last in the championship in drivers.
He's been dead last this entire season with negative 10 points. It is crazy.
Which is crazy.
He also has 2 fastest laps this entire season, which is
But the points were not counted since he finished outside the top 10, unfortunately.
it just shows his pace though.
Shows his pace, though. It's the car probably restricted him.
That's a wall, Nova.
You don't want to hit the wall at this point.
The gap still 1.9 seconds. So he still gained on the
He
last
gained
sector.
5 tenths, but was probably alone in sector 3.
Oh,
No, don't hit the wall.
4 laps to go. And many
He's probably under
mistakes.
the pressure now.
There was
Down
no
with the purple sector
there was
1.
no pressure before. There was a 7-second gap. What has he done?
He just let the ball roll down a bit too much. So Dom might have the slipstream and the DRS from Noah.
Nova's trying his best to break the slipstream, but I don't know if there's much he can do right now. Gap 0.5 of a second. Nova going for the funny line here, hitting the wall.
And he does.
For a better turn.
This is where like Noah would show his strength. He is very strong in sector 3. Let's see if he.
I don't know if it's showing his strength more than that's Miggy just stopped on the main straight.
I think he's trying to finish a bit earlier than rather to take an extra lap, since he's like pretty much out of the running.
He was having a good race. Dom trying to make the move for P1. Still right behind. The gap between the two drivers, 1/10 of a second.
Remember, Dom has done this before in China against Dakar.
Dom now making the overtake soon enough on Nova with the slipstream and DRS. Once it happens, DRS wide open. Surely,
But it feels like Noah's like running away.
yeah, that straight line speed is crazy. Dom's lost time on the straight. How?
Even with the DRS and slipstream doesn't make sense.
Well, Nova's widened the gap.
I think
now
Noah's probably recovered the gap. It's a good enough gap.
2 laps to go here. Dom having to gain 0.5 on Nova if he wants to get his second win of the season. Nova's gone
Noah
wide.
went a bit wide.
Nova,
It's a bit wide.
he was looking so strong for the first, well, I don't know, 9/10 of this race.
Dom
Dom's
taking
gone
a bit wide line, but might have costed him.
DRS open again for Dom. So I don't know if he can fight with this
Okay,
red
but
line
this
speed.
should where the top speed of the Audi should really let him go. Oh wait, we see a couple of lap cars ahead.
Yeah, the speed of that Audi Merc is crazy. Dom has slipstream and
Crazy.
DRS. He just can't catch. He's actually just losing time.
Can't catch.
Yeah, I think the Honda engines are GP2 engines at this point. Final lap now. Nova holds on to the lead. Less than a tenth between the two drivers. That's a move for P1. That's Dom into P1 now. Nova trying to fight back here. Nova trying to fight back here side by side in the first sector. Nova trying to go as deep as he can. Goes wide though, and that's allowed Dom to take the lead once again.
But remember, Dom also has the lap cars ahead of him. No.
Dom holding on to P1. He's past the lap car, and now Nova has the slipstream and DRS, but so does Dom. He also has the DRS. No mistakes here from Dom. Dom holding on. He might try to pull away, but Nova has the slipstream.
Nova should make a move.
Nova has the DRS, he has the slipstream, and he has the funny line into this next left-hander. He has the speed. He's making the overtake here on the final part of this straight into the third sector. Funny line engaged by Nova, and it's not enough.
Work. It's not enough. Now it's all the beans into the final corner.
Move on the last lap. Dom has won the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Nova P2. Capstar crossing the line now. P3. Mr. Machglobe there in P4. Ariante fighting for P5 with Knee. Just ahead, but maybe Knee has a better run. doesn't. A tenth, less than a tenth of the team the two drivers need P6. Jay-Z fighting with Hios for
Noah is
P7.
clearly not happy.
I would assume. Hios making the last lap
He's out
overtake
of his
on
car,
Jay-Z.
ran straight into the building.
Hios. Oh,
It was his race to win earlier.
Hios makes the last corner overtake on Jay-Z to take P7 instead of P8. Leon crossing line in P9. Quinton there in P10 just behind. And that rounds off the top 10 with Mr. Cowpox missing out on the points. But Nova, who has dominated this race from lap 1 essentially, has fallen
And we
at
get
the last hurdle.
Brand Planet are officially our constructors champions by 10 points.
Yeah, even with the better position finishing for the Hondas, compared to the Brand Planet cars, just wasn't enough.
Well, I guess we're off to podium ceremony for the final race.
FIA is
hold up.
investigating. I'm guessing the funny line by Leon and Nova.
I think it's almost.
Oh,
Oh,
never mind.
no.
Why is Honda under what? Why would they be under investigation?
Oh, no. Driver's not being signed?
What?
What? I mean, we realized that they raced for Japan. But was he actually signed for Japan? This is not a good sign.
I don't think I don't see.
It's not going to end well for Honda.
It's a breaking news document from the stewards. Let's see this from the Japan.
Oh, we got a whole document.
Let me see the Japanese Grand Prix. Let me read this real quick. Session race.
We got one from the Japan. We got one from the Japanese Grand Prix.
Yeah, let me read this real quick. So static 05 for the Aston Martin team. Breach of Article 2.4. Disqualification from the Japanese Grand Prix. So static is disqualified from the Japanese Grand Prix last week.
And one from this race.
Yeah, I'll get to that. Let me just get.
Both the Hondas are disqualified.
Breach of Article 2.4 without being signed. Disqualified from the UAE Grand Prix and points reduction. Honda F1 did not register the two drivers for the UAE Grand Prix. Oh, interesting.
Oh.
The signing message
that
by
that
Honda.
means Noah gets the win.
Yeah, the signing message for Honda was that Matchaglobe and Dom would race were the reserve drivers for Japan only. They were not technically signed for this race. They are disqualified from this race. Nova is your race winner. Capstar is P2. I didn't even get to see who was P3.
Me neither. Well, we'll find out in the podium ceremony, I guess.
So, Nova is... Dom is having none of it. Dom is having absolutely none of it. Dom is... So that's 3 disqualifications for 2 races. No, mind the gap commentator, okay. I don't know how they only caught this after the race, like when all the action has done. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so the reason for
Well-
Static's disqualification from the Japanese Grand Prix is that Aston Martin already had a they had a full filled up driver lineup. Since that happened, Static could not race for Aston Martin. That's insane.
Well, that's unfortunate for Aston Martin for the Japanese
Yeah.
Grand Prix effort.
And very unfortunate for Honda as well.
For this race.
So, Brand Planet have won the championship by a mile since Honda has been completely disqualified from the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix.
So it's a Brand Planet 2 and 3. Probably.
Let me look back on the stream, see the finishing order real quick. So, there it is, I think. Yeah, so since Dom and Mr. Musgrove are disqualified, Nova's P1, Capstar P2, Ariante P3, Ni P4, and Hiaz in P5. That rounds off the top 5. That also means Mr. Cowpox and Falcon will get points for this race.
Well, that's a very interesting end for the race.
Yeah, massive championship implications.
And drivers' championship implications also.
Well, that was Season 1 here in Ion Ancient. Thank you for joining us with probably the most dramatic ending to a season we've ever seen in our lives. We'll see you all for Season 2. Goodbye, everyone.